But since 2021, we've seen a very significant recovery in these jobs and some of the lost industries. And so we're seeing a robust recovery led by great job growth. And so we think that these areas will go back to their long-term historical leadership.
I'm joined today by Michael Schall, President and CEO of Essex Property Trust. So, Michael, Essex's properties are located in the coastal markets of Northern and Southern California and the Seattle metropolitan area. What is it about these areas that works so well for the company?
Yeah, these are areas that historically have produced very high compounded annual growth rates of rents and really driven by supply and demand factors. And that's consistent with our objective, which is growing core FFO per share over long periods of time. The growth rate disconnected to some extent during the pandemic due to government shutdowns of travel and entertainment, restaurants, etc. But since 2021, we've seen a very significant recovery in these jobs and some of the lost industries. And so we're seeing a robust recovery led by great job growth. And so we think that these areas will go back to their long-term historical leadership.
So Essex is very transparent about its corporate social responsibility commitments and goals, noting each one on your website as achieved, on track, or delayed. Why do you think it's important to be so open with investors and residents when it comes to CSR?
I think it's part of our broader philosophy. We try to be open and transparent with the investment community, and I'd say that we started that many years ago with respect to our financial reporting, trying to increase the disclosure consistent with what the market was asking us to provide. And so what we've done is just taken that and expanded it to our ESG and CSR efforts. I think that it's useful for all of our constituencies, certainly our shareholders, but also I know the Essex associates are very focused on CSR and ESG issues as well. So it's good for everyone.
You recently announced your retirement as President and CEO effective next March. Looking back on your leadership at Essex over the last decade plus, what do you think have been your greatest personal and company-wide achievements?
On the personal side, I think I was successful at continuing the legacy of George Marcus and Keith Gerke with respect to running an organization focused on performance and excellence, and I take great pride in that. And I was very fortunate to have that mentorship from both of them. On the company side, there's a long list of accomplishments, which is great. At the top of the list, I would say the merger with BRE Properties in 2014 and the subsequent inclusion in the S&P 500 were both major milestones. And actually, even more important than that, I think, is the fact that we've continued to be able to grow core FFO per share over a very long period of time. We've been public for about 28 years now, and we achieved dividend aristocrat status recently as a result of that long-term growth in core FFO and the ability to pay dividends.